How's it going?
Hey, were you the guy who put up the sword stuff, chem lighter?
Oh, yeah, this is right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were a bit irritated about that, you know.
Oh,
Hey guys,
okay.
please over here. Don't be worried. We are nice guys, you know.
Hello.
Ahoy.
This is Percy, and my name is Niels. Uh, what's your
My name is Sergey. Nice to meet you.
name? Nice to meet you.
Hello, Sergey. Welcome along. If you were passing by, you want to get something to drink. Of course, the well there. I live here. We have some tents over there with some supplies
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Is there anything you need?
I was here, by daylight with a bush man, and we saw the tents, and yeah, this is your home here. Interesting.
Yes. Well, we used to live here a few months back. Me and my friends, Mikhail here, and a few other people. But we've been sort of travelling around, sort of living a nomadic existence, travelling around because of the grenade attacks, and the various murders and suicides, and the mutilations and the cannibalism and the robberies, and the hostage situation, which is why
Cannibalism?
we sort of moved away in the first place. Yes, yes. Well, we did have problems with sort of cannibals on site. Not us, not our people, but people that sort of visited the colony, themselves. No, we did have all sorts of troubles, as I say, mutilations, suicides, murders, hostage situations, explosions. Yes, yes. I mean, not all on one day, of course. I mean, this would happen sort of most days, not every day, but most days something awful would happen, and that's what sort of led us to move away from here. But no, we decided to move. Well, I mean, myself, my knees are getting a little bit weak, and I'm getting on a bit. I'm 64 years old, so I can't keep running about
I
all the time. So
see.
I thought, well,
You are an old
I settle
man.
back down. Yes, yes, I'm getting well. Yes, 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 I'm not in my prime anymore. But it happens. All happens. It's all unavoidable part of life cycle. You're born and you live and you sort of get a bit older, and then eventually old age comes to us all like the sunset. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. What about yourself?
You know,
What brings you to Hickory Hill?
yeah, I was walking with this bush guy on the airfield here, and I was thirsty, and yeah, we go to the well here, and then we saw the tents, and I'm sorry for this, but I changed some stuff. I put some meat in your tents and put out some of these pumpkin slices. I hope this is okay for you.
Oh no, no, of course it's absolutely fine. That's what they're there for. We do a little bit of farming and we do a little bit of collecting, so that any sort of bedraggled survivors that come along here, we make sure they've got plenty of supplies and something to eat, and fresh,
Oh,
and hopefully
interesting.
they can, you know,
You know,
they come
me and other guys of my group, we met some farmers. Yeah, this direction. The name was Red Andrews and Frank Copper. Maybe you know him.
No, can't say, no, never heard those names, I'm afraid.
Okay, we have a deal with them. They give us food for me and the other kids, and yeah, maybe we can make the same deal. My my brothers and sisters are very hungry, and we know nothing about farming or so.
Oh, well, of course, yes. You're more than welcome to bring them along, and we can make sure you've got plenty of food, for your travels. no problem at all. I mean, we've got some very accomplished farmers here. Even myself, you know, if I do, I mean, I would say back at home before all this awful thing happened, you know, I was very keen on watching gardening programs, you know, particularly on the BBC. I'd sit back and we'd watch, you know, things like Percy Thrower, or even some of the sort of younger people, you know. I didn't really like the sort of grand design. I mean, Edna, she'd sit there and she'd watch any of these things, you know. There's ones about gardens and ones about home improvements, all of those.
I'm gonna watch
You know,
a bit.
oh, what? Sorry. Yes, but I love gardening. You know, I love Gardener's World. Gardener's World was one of my favourites. And I used to, you know, go out and do a little bit in the back garden and so forth. I mean, we had quite a bit of land, so it was quite a bit to tend to. And I had one of those little lawn mowers that you sit on. You know, you sit on the lawn mower and I'd go around the garden. And it was great fun. I used to imagine I was Lord of the Manor, you know, sort of on my mower. But no. I digress, you know, I digress. I know how to handle a spade, but it's what I'm saying, and yes, I'm not saying that.
He's talking so
I
much.
do have slightly green fingers. You know. I'm not a master gardener, but you know, I'm no Alan Titchmarsh. But you know, I try my best. So yes, of course. I mean, you say children. You presumably your family. Is that what you look after your family?
Yeah, if you mean real family from the same parents, this is only me and my sister Natya, but you know, we have stupid parents. They give us to a fucking orphanage in Chennai Polana, and we lived there for over 10 years, and it was a little bit, how should I call this, a little bit terrifying, and you know, we have other kids, and yeah, you can call we are a family, but not every one of us are from the same fucking parents, you know.
Oh, that's awful. Yes, the orphanages. They can be awful places, can't they? You know, the staff mistreating the poor orphan children. You know, where any poor child in an orphanage, you know, they have my sympathy. May I ask, are the children all normal children? You know, or are any of them children sort of special needs? You know, I understand that a lot of the time orphan children are those with perhaps you know, mental issues or disfigurements, you know, handicaps and such, or is there anything like that?
I understand what you mean, but yeah, I think we are normal. I mean, this orphanage was pretty hard, you know. Some of these guys there, of these fucking workers, tortured us, and these fucking asshole priests, this asshole, they raped us, but we are also normal, I think.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, you know, in a lot of ways, I suppose if you're looking after each other now, you'll have a lot more freedom, won't you? I mean, I suppose it can be a handful looking after some of the younger ones.
You know, I think these this happens to this country and maybe to the rest of the world was a little bit luck for us because we are now free. We can do what we want. No one tortured us. No one raped us, and yeah, we are looking now for other childrens, and we take care of all of them. You know, I mean, we have a girl. Her name is Daisy. She's from Germany. She's looking for a friend, and maybe you have seen her. Her name is, let me think, I think it was Sarah. Yeah, Sarah, a German girl. Have you seen this girl?
I can't say I've met a young German guy. I've met a couple of children. There was a young girl called Dora, who was taken into care by the Alcione a number of months ago. I think she's okay. And then, of course, we've got our Harry, who's, well, he's not a child. I mean, he's in his early 20s, you know, but he does have certain childish qualities about him, you know. And, of course, then there's Penny. who we look after, and she is, I think she's only 8 years old, Penny. So
Oh, Jesus.
perhaps
No
the children would like to
big
meet Penny. What, Mikhail? You say something?
No. You just remind me about this little girl.
Yes,
I always
Penny.
thought that. I always thought that Harry was, troublemaker. But this little girl, she's like 10 Harry.
No, she's wonderful. She's nowhere near as hard work as Harry. I mean, she's a bit hard to keep under control. She disappears now and again. She likes to play hide and seek, and and she just plays some silly games. And, she's like a little parrot. She does repeat people, which can
Especially
be
with
quite irritating.
loaded weapons. Yes. I can remember. I remember hiding behind the walls because she was running around with a gun in hand and shooting everywhere.
It's not as dangerous as Harry. I mean,
Maybe she has a reason to do this.
Yes, exactly.
What's the reason to run around with a gun and shoot in the air?
I don't know. I don't know this girl, but I'm running around with 2 guns, and I have a reason to do this.
No? Oh yes, but Penny's only 8 though. I mean, you I say you might be quite young. I can't really tell under that gas mask, but you must be at least sort of 16 or 17 years old.
Yeah, that's right, I'm 16.
Yes. Well, no, Penny's only 8. You see, she can't be trusted with a firearm of any description.
She's only
Might shoot
8,
herself.
and she can handle a gun.
Only 8.
Someone must show
She
it
can't
to
hold
her.
a gun. No, she picked it up.
Probably Harry.
Yes. Well, Harry probably gave it to her.
8 is pretty young. Holy shit.
It is very young. But she's lovely, I mean, she's a bit of a handful, but she's not as dangerous as Harry. I mean, Harry's, he nearly had my eye out with a sharp stick. One day he's running around with a frying pan, when we were in one of the summer camps. Do you remember, Mikhail, when he's running around with that frying pan?
Oh,
Next
yeah,
thing I remember, everything went black, seeing stars. I woke up, I'd lost my hat, and it was a terrible state of affairs.
Wow. Okay.
So you probably like to, you should definitely bring the children along, and that they should all meet. I'm sure they'll have a whale of a time running round here, and as long as we sort of hide the firearms and anything explosive or sharp or even dulled objects and stones and rocks and sticks, if we hide all of those items, they'll be absolutely fine. They won't harm anybody. So, whereabouts was your orphanage? Which town did you say it was located in?
Oh, this fucking orphanage was in Chennaya Polana.
Do you know that place, Mikhail?
Yeah, I know it. It's not far from the Novodmitro.
Oh, right. Not far from the capital, though.
Novodmitrovsk is not the capital.
Is it not? I thought it was the old capital here.
No. This is in another area. It's not in South Korea.
Oh, my mistake. It's a very important town, though, isn't it? Isn't it where most of the main business was conducted? The mayor or whatever, the local government. I thought I'd done a little bit of research on the politics here. Not exactly my strong point, but
Might need it.
I see
I know.
Oh, right. What are you cooking there, Nils?
The meat in your tent, you
Oh, lovely, lovely.
know.
Yeah, I think it's cooked now. Looks good to me.
Oh, yes.
By the way, it was a deer that I shot, so it's deer meat.
Oh, lovely bit of venison for you, Nils. Very juicy.
I had a can of baked beans for a second ago, so I'm fine. But I will put it back into the tent.
Yes, of course, somebody I'm sure will eat it. When they get a bit peckish and eat it up.
Sure, sure. I found a red raincoat in the tent. Can I take it or is it?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if there's anything
Sure.
at all you need, yes.
Thanks, thanks. Does anyone want to have that one piece of meat or should I put it back to the
No,
I'm
pop it in
okay
the
at the
tent,
moment.
you know.
I would rather eat. Oh, sorry, I almost stepped on you. You blending into the yes. Look at him, Mr.
Yeah.
Pesky.
No, you can hardly see him, can you?
If you want I found a mask like yours, but in camouflage. Put it over there in the tent. You can take it if you want.
Oh, cool. You're back.
I'm gonna try to pick up some apples. Maybe we'll add some wood to the fire and try to bake some apples. But we need a stick for it. I don't have any hatchet or anything to
Oh,
cut
there's
down
one in
the
the
tree.
tent. There's one in the tent, the cat. Okay, I'll get it for you. The cat. You got a scout nearby.
Oh yes, I have it.
No? Oh, the fire went
Oh,
out.
it's like it. Okay, well, I'll pop it on this.
What the fuck? Die Animation ist so vital. Asche.
Hey, you man with the green beret. You are from the Seaboard.
Here I am. I am member of the Zabor movement.
Oh, interesting. I met many of you guys the last weeks.
Oh, here we all around the place over here. Moving around at Carbonino, Vibor, Darinovi, Zabor. So if you need any
Cat,
help,
where have
just
you gone?
contact us, you know?
Oh, sure, I give some of you guys our radio frequency.
Ah,
I only found two of them. I only found two apples.
there's the apple tree. Hey Percy, watch out for the torch, so you don't burn the tree.
Oh, I see some gloves here on the ground. Can I have this?
Sure, I think everything you find you can take. I
All
remember
right.
The colony always said, you know, just take what you need, but think of others, you know. Just left stuff back, so you know.
It's the gloves are a little bit too too big for my little hands.
Ah, okay.
I've got green and red
Oh mein Gott, ey. Da kann man meinen. Ach, und? Na? Wie findest du Percy so? Wenn du mal einmal mit dem angefangen hast zu reden?
Ja, wie gesagt, das ist jetzt der zweite Charakter, mit dem ich den treffe. So, von daher war ich darauf schon gut vorbereitet. Aber mein Gott, so viel hat er letztes Mal nicht gelabert.
Das war noch mal kurz. Als er mich letztes Mal wieder erst mal getroffen hat, hat er doppelt so lange geredet. Ich dachte so, ey, ich muss mich ab und zu bewegen, dass ich hier wegen AFKs eingekickt bin. Ich geh nochmal Holz holen. Ich sehe schon, dass das wieder nichts wird mit dem Scheißfeuer. Das brennt viel zu schnell ab. Ich meine, ich habe 3 Scheite draufgelegt.
Ja, und ich frage mich, wann die endlich mal diesen schwarzen Bildschirmbug da fixen. Das ist so kacke.
Ja, das habe ich auch sau oft irgendwie, wenn ich bei Feuer bin, merke ich. So, erstmal die größte Panne hier im Wald umhauen. Oh, die verlieren nicht ins Lager rein, das wäre ein bisschen doof wegen dem RP. Das war...
Ich habe letztens auf dem deutschen Server 2 Tannen umgehauen, die sind auf die Straße gefallen und ich wusste nicht, dass ein Truck, der da durchfährt, dann durch die Gegend fliegt. Das sah so lustig aus, heilige Scheiße.
Ach ja, deine Kollegen, die sich Dübel in die Eier hauen, was? Das war ich join den Stream, hör so, das erste, was ich höre, ist so, boah, guck dir das Bild an, der hat sich den Dübel durch den Sack gehauen und ich fange an so rumzuschreien, ich denke mir so, boah, das ist ja, da geht ja auch nicht die Party ab.
Ja, das war schon eher so eine Sonderkommunikation im TS, muss ich sagen. Also sowas hat man auch nicht immer.
Ja, das kann ich aber, oh, jetzt wird sie verarschen. Oh, jetzt war ich schon mit der kleinen Stöckchen, boah, ey, ist Plus wieder am Brennen?
I don't know. Be right back.
Weapons of how to fire, you know. In the dark hours, you know, while there's people here and until people go free, we should try and keep the fire burning all the time. So survivors know there's somebody here, you know. They could come and get supplies and food and water and things.
Pretty important. But you can also meet other survivors, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you absolutely lost them, yeah, you can, you know, leave messages and things.
I don't think it's enough fire. I don't know, maybe I should, let me try to ignite it a little.
Need a little bit more kindling on it.
Or we could make a new one. Who knows? Maybe it works.
Lass mich raten, ein Bier.
Nee, going to the bathroom.
Do you have any
Ah, so.
matches by any chance? Maybe you can
Here
try
I
to light it up.
wait, yeah, they are there. There you go, right next to you. They are cup, so let's go there. So, around 100.
Can you manage, Mikhail?
Oh, okay, it's working.
There we go. You can cook an apple now, or heat an apple. Don't burn it there.
I think I will go and pick up some apples at the apple tree. Okay.
Yes, excellent. Good thinking. I might get a bit of a farm going, you know, and grow a bit of crops. Yeah. Yes. It's a good idea. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Good thinking.
Holy shit, ey, manchmal dieses Feuer und ach du Kacke, ey, das ist buggy wie Scheiße.
Oh ja.
Und hier vorne ist eine Feuerquelle, ja, von der Fackel. Ist halt einfach nichts. Der Bau hier oben ist auch sehr effektiv, da findet man irgendwie immer was. Okay, jetzt nicht. Scheiße. Karma. Ach Mist, ich bin zu heiß. Ah, naja, das ist eigentlich normal für meinen Charakter. Oh je. Ah, Kille.
Wow, ich habe gerade eine Playliste offen. Wer ist Chloe Chase? Die Schwester von, warte mal, war ja Chase Quinton.
Ich weiß, dass Chase vorhin online war.
Ja, den habe ich ja getroffen am Airfield. Ich wollte den ja in meine Gruppe holen, aber der sagte, er rennt lieber alleine rum. Der hat amerikanische Zeiten, das wäre zu schwierig, immer zusammenzuspielen.
Ja, das merke ich gerade bei meiner Gruppe. Ich glaube, wir haben...
Ihr habt doch viele Engländer.
Flashcrack. Wir haben Bulgaren, dann haben wir ein paar Engländer, dann haben wir auch sehr viele Amerikaner. Ja, ich war so immer so los. Alter, der Typ mit seinem Gilly, eben als du da reingekommen bist.
Oh, Kannibale auf dem Server, Luan Galloway joined gerade.
Nice, die ist auf meiner Liste. Ich hab die in meinem Verzeichnis. Das heißt, wenn ich die finde, da habe ich das, dann muss ich nachfragen beim Kommandanten, dann habe ich das Recht, eventuell die festzunehmen und auszuliefern, beziehungsweise wenn sie mir sogar den Befehl beziehungsweise die Rechte dazu erteilen, ihr gewisse Schmerzen zuzufügen. Naja, wie gesagt, wenn einer mich überfallen würde und würde mir komische Fragen stellen, warum ich einen Burlap-Sack, Schlüssel und Handschellen, einen Schlagstock und Brace Knuckles, also Schlagring hätte, naja gut. Für Handarbeit, ne? Oh je, ich muss gleich mal was sagen. Aufhören. Warum trage ich 1911 Maximum, wenn ich keine habe? Ach ja, stimmt, ich hab sogar einen Stift. Warum habe ich zwei schwarze willst du einen schwarzen Stift?
Einen Stift könnte ich schon gebrauchen, aber
Schwarzer Stift. Leg ihn mal in die Tent zu.
Okay.
Aber in das mit der Auge drin. Okay. Leck mich am Arsch.
Sister, can you hear me? Hey
Ja,
Nadja,
man kann
it's me, Sergey.
Nur Listings online oder hast du jetzt gerade nur gedingst? Hast du jetzt gerade
War nur AP.
Oh, das verwirrt. Oh, das ist mich gerade schon, hä? als ich im Stream war, da war ich da kurz bevor ich AFK gegangen bin, habe ich nur noch gehört, wie sie gesagt hat, ah ja, warte, wo sie mich, ohne dass du es gesagt hast, in der Playerlist erkannt hat, also meinen Namen. Und gesagt hat, dass er mich kennt und so ein Blabla. Und dann bin ich halt zurückgekommen und hab so überlegt, woher kennst du die Stimme? War das die eine, die mit Kenji mal rumgerannt ist?
Das war die Laura Neuschulz gespielt hat.
Nee, stimmt. Ja. Ja, die ist ja mit wo das mit Kenji war, da mit, wo ihr die versucht habt, einen Cabanino zu überfallen, das in die Hose ging.
Ja, leider.
Kenji da war.
Ja, nicht
Ja,
weil
das
Kenji
hat
da
man
war,
auch
sondern
gesagt.
weil Hawk einen Revolver hatte. Ich wollte ihn nicht auf der Straße durchsuchen. Und dann wurde ich abgelenkt von den anderen Typen, der draußen rumgerannt ist. Deswegen bin ich mit rückwärts reingegangen ins Gebäude, was ein großer Fehler war.
Nee, stimmt, Hawk ist ja gestorben, oder? Der Charakter? Ich weiß.
Er hat ihn wiedergeholt. Und das hat sie Neda ein bisschen angekotzt, ehrlich gesagt. Weil sie ihren Charakter permagenest hat, ja. Und Hawk war auch erst permadeath eigentlich, so weißt du.
Ah, okay, okay. Ich habe nämlich jetzt auf meinem Zettel schon stehen. Revi, Rumors, allied with, naja gut, das sind ja eher mehr so interne Sachen, hast du gar nicht. Naja, dann habe ich halt noch Luann Galloway, Cannibal, 8 Brody, also ein Mann von den Hunters, und dann habe ich noch deren Frequency hoch drüber, wenn die überhaupt stimmt, muss ich gleich nochmal im Forum nachgucken, ich konnte ja die ganze Zeit. Ich bin jetzt endlich komplett, das heißt, jeder Irre, der mich sehen wird mich versuchen, über den Haufen zu schießen oder mich irgendwie zu foltern.
Diese Iren-Gruppe, ne? 30% der Reports sind mit Iren. Jetzt mal ernsthaft, die letzten Wochen habe ich mal durchgelesen.
So,
Heilige Scheiße.
Ja, ich habe letztens mit denen geredet, also hab die getroffen, und die haben gemeint, ob ich Sabor wären. Da war ich halt noch keiner und hab gemeint, nee, ich bin CDF und so. Ah, seid ihr die Iren? Ich habe gehört, ihr seid irgendwie so größtenteils IRA von Leuten, und dann diese, wow, that wasn't heavy. So, man, you can't say that. Und dann ich so, oh, scheiße. Hab ich gesagt, oh, dann Mika.
Aktion mit
You came to rest my eyes for a few moments. The crops are growing.
die Aktion mit Faces fand ich schon kacke, weil die haben diesen Charakter das erste Mal getroffen in-game, keine Ahnung, 15 Minuten AP, und dann jagen die über die halbe Karte. Heilige Scheiße, das war richtig
Die Iren, die
kacke. Und vor allen Dingen hatte ich ja das Barrett auf, dass ich aussehe wie einer von Seabor. Und die haben in dieser Situation definitiv No Value for Life gespielt, die ganze Gruppe, weil die nicht wissen konnten, renne ich zu meinen Leuten, falls ich wirklich bei Seabor bin oder nicht. So, weißt du, also das war schon richtig lame von denen, auf jeden Fall.
Ja, das ist halt echt manchmal wieder. Das ist halt schwierig. Ja, ich habe.
Ja, das ist, sobald du eine große Gruppe hast, besteht die Gefahr, dass die Gruppe, ich nenne es mal, nicht wirklich arrogant, aber so einen arroganten Spielstil hat, so, weißt du, was ich damit meine?
Ja, so, I give a fuck und sowas. Und
Ja, so keiner kann uns was, so, weißt du, und das ist lame.
Das Lustige ist, in dem Memes-Thread vom Forum gab es ja diesen Meme-War zwischen den Wolves und den Irish. Und wie dann einer eiskalt mal einen Post gemacht hat, Vestige, Zbor, nicht Huntsman, Snipers und ich glaube sogar der Huntsman oder so, versus dann halt FFL, also Foreign French Legion und Irish, ne? Habe ich mal so mir das angeguckt, naja, 35 gegen allein schon diese Bohr 37, plus minus die anderen Gruppen sind über 40.
Ja.
Deswegen, es ist halt einfach eine Riesengruppe. Das Geilste, wir waren kurz vor den 40 und dann auf einmal plupp, sind erstmal ein paar wieder rausgegangen, gut, weil die halt aufgeräumt haben, kann man ja eigentlich fast schon sagen. Die Säuberung. Ja, aber es ist echt krass, wie so, also ich meine, es ist ja das erste Mal, dass ich wirklich in der Gruppe drin war. Ich war ja schon vorher mal in Mod-Zeiten mal in der Gruppe halb drin. Und jetzt bin ich wieder in einer drin, seit kürzerem, also halt jetzt in der hier. Weil es hat, also ich wollte ja eigentlich den Charakter dann so langsam beenden, weil es hat sich halt nicht mehr für mich gelohnt. Sabor war überall, die hatten das Zeug, man wurde sau oft mit denen verwechselt und alles. Und ich habe keinen Invite gekriegt und wollte aber auch keinen schreiben, weil ich hatte dann irgendwie, weißt du so, und dann echt wie so, das war schon fast wie ein Zeichen, ja. Treffe ich mit Percy zufällig mitten in Starry Merrick Huss, oder Merrick Huss, den Military-Chef von Sabor. Die Black, also Dave heißt er glaube ich nicht. Und einfach mal knallhart, weil er mich again. Natürlich habe ich es diesmal nicht ausgeschlagen, weil erstmal, weil er mich gefragt hat und das auch noch im Teamspeak. Ja, ich dachte, ja komm, dann machst du es halt. Hat Percy echt eine Fackel in die. What the fuck? Das ist jetzt schwierig zu erwähnen. Einfach eine Fackel ins Feld legen.
Was machst du, wenn dein Charakter jetzt stirbt? Durch, ich meine jetzt nicht durch einen Bug, sondern wirklich im AP stirbt. Machst du dann Permadeath draus?
Meinst du? Ist schwierig zu sagen, je nachdem wann und wie lang es, also wann es passiert und wie lange es dann schon jetzt her, zum Beispiel, jetzt wäre es halt blöd zum Beispiel, weil jetzt bin ich gerade erst bei der Gruppe seit Montag, nee, seit Samstag, glaube ich, knapp, ja. Das wäre halt jetzt dann doof, wenn ich auf einmal weißt du, bei der Gruppe und dann wieder raus. Ja?
Also bringt es nicht,
Aber-
dir jetzt eine Kugel in den Kopf zu jagen und dann komm mit deinem neuen Charakter, machst einen kleinen Buben und dann spielst du bei meiner Gruppe mit.
Warte kurz. What did you say first? Yeah, I didn't quite get that.
I just asked it, do you not get a bit hot and sticky wearing that, the old balaclava?
Yeah, now you say that, maybe I pull it off, you know. Right next to the fire, it's getting a bit hot. You're right. Just you know, I was back there.
It's a lot
picking
hotter in
apples,
this ghillie suit.
What?
What?
It's a lot hotter in the ghillie suit.
But it's just
I
a voice.
I can't even
I
see
can't
him. You
even
know.
see him.
Oh, these Bushmen. Holy shit.
He's just holy shit.
Whoa! Fucking hell! Okay, man.
You're like a ghost. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, dude. Ghillie suit.
What is that?
Awesome for hiding.
He was there. Yes.
Oh, ich hab den wirklich nicht gesehen. Ich hab den wirklich nicht gesehen. Ich war 5 Schritte von dem entfernt. Heilige Scheiße.
Ja, ey, die Dinger sind ja scheiße OP. Alter, Respekt, Mann. Ich bin gerade echt gebufft.
I have some more apples. Anyone wants to bake apple or not?
Oh yes, I'll bake an apple. Have you got a spare?
Steht was hier bei dir auch in Flammen?
So many of them over there.
Bei mir brennt's bei ihm im Schritt.
Oh, den Bug kenne ich, aber bei mir sieht der normal aus.
Okay, ja, ich find's lustig bei ihm. Der Schritt.
I think I will get. I think I'm getting. I will, get some more apples. Just to play.
Erstmal hier schön auf die Wohltätigkeitsdrüse drücken. Und schon den nächsten Patch mal reingeguckt.
Wenn die Zombies nicht zurückkommen, höre ich auf mit Days.
Also nächsten Patch bis jetzt experimental, weil ich habe es 2 Tage lang gespielt. Zombies spawnen in Städten. Es ist aber so, dass nachdem du geschossen hast, mehr und mehr spawnen. Ich glaube nach jedem Zombie, den du tötest, spawnen
das gab's
teilweise
ja schon
2
mal.
neue. Ja genau, aber es bilden sich diesmal wirklich riesige Herden und die ploppen nicht einfach weg wie früher. Die bleiben wirklich am Arsch kleben wie bei Walking Dead, nur dass die halt langsamer sind als du. Und sie sind halt immer noch so ein bisschen glitchy, also dass sie nicht immer treffen oder das, weißt du?
Ah,
Aber
ja.
allem in allem passt so weit. Ich meine, es wäre für einen Daisy Standalone okay, weitaus mehr als okay eigentlich, ja. Wenn ich sehe, was es schon mal vorher für Zombies gab, dann ist das eigentlich gerade mal so schlecht. Dann natürlich die VSS. Das Ding ist geil. Ja, also es sind zwar nur 10 Schuss und die haut das Ding auch schnell raus wie Sau. Ist eine der langsamsten Kugeln in Game, ist aber Subsonic, das heißt du hast kein Klatschen, wenn du schießt. Die ist
Waffen
Schall
sind für mich ziemlich uninteressant. Ich müssen die Teddybären zurückbringen und die pinke Kleidung, damit ich hier auf Faces mal wieder richtig zocken kann und Maria.
Ja, eine pinke Kappe habe ich eben noch gefunden.
Ja, du findest pinke Regenmäntel, manchmal, wirklich nur manchmal die pinke Canvas-Bands, die finde ich aber immer nur mit anderen Charakteren, niemals mit Faces, egal auf welchen Server ich spiele. Und die Caps halt, beide, die mit der Waffenaufdruck und die normale
Genau,
pinke.
und die normale. Genau.
Ganz am Anfang gab es ja noch die pinken Kleider und die pinken Schuhe, aber
Genau.
ich bin leider gestorben und habe alles verloren, weil ich an diesem Baustellengebäude war und dann runtergefallen bin. Oh Gott, das war so lame.
Oh, was ist das lustig wäre, wenn die Alte echt versuchen würde, uns hier oben zu überfallen. Würde Percy und Michael festhalten. Wir würden es umdrehen können. Alter, ich würde ja sowas von Sack über den Kopf ziehen und sie in den Raum stecken. Das wäre echt lustig, wenn sie da einfach in so einem Raum hocken würde. Ich würde sie filzen, würde mich eiskalt in den Raum stellen würde. Die versuchen zu contacten, diese Bohr. Wenn welche. Das sind, glaube ich, noch welche online. Tony Brown kenne ich nicht. Dan Summer kenne ich nicht. Ich habe letztens sogar einen umgenietet bei The Bohr. Da war echt, wie hieß er? Sunny, irgendwas.
Mitchell.
Gun,
Ne,
nee,
Sunny Gun
nee,
ist
das war der
Hedge, das ist Hedgeback Bandit.
Genau, ich hab mich Hedge umgelegt. Er wollte wegrennen, während die den festgehalten haben. Er rennt raus, alle rennen ihm hinterher, ich renne in entgegengesetzter Richtung ums Gebäude, damit ich ihm den Weg abschneide. Und ich habe mich so ein bisschen gefühlt wie so ein Soldat aus der DDR. Er stand an der Wand, er hat die Hände gehoben und ich hab ihn abgeknallt, knüppelhart.
Der hat ja aufgehört mit Days jetzt, ne? Hab ich letztens doch gelesen in einem Report, wo er im TS gebannt worden ist, dass er eh nicht mehr zocken will, aber mit den Leuten noch labern will, so, weißt du, also,
Ja, also, der war auch ein bisschen salty, nachdem die natürlich, weil so Bonus halt so, die können das nicht lassen, wenn die die Leute kennen und die ärgern wollen, ne? Und die haben, kennst du diesen Meme, der vielleicht im Meme-Thread war, falls du da öfters mal reinguckst, ich weiß
ne,
nicht.
da habe ich noch nie reingeguckt, ehrlich gesagt.
Kennst du die Anfangsszene von Skyrim, wo der Typ versucht wegzurennen und die erschießen ihn mit dem Pfeil?
Oh, ich habe das gezockt, ja, aber ich kann mich halt nicht dran erinnern.
Da wirst du ganz am Anfang von den Kaiserlichen festgenommen und dann rufen die dich aus dem Wagen raus, und dann tust du deinen Charakter erstellen und dann sagen die ja Namen und Herkunftsort und dann sagt er, ich bin doch gar kein Verräter, lass
Ach,
mich
da
gehen.
wo man
Und
noch
er rennt weg,
gefangen
damit er
ist.
da-
Ah, ja.
Genau.
Okay.
Genau das Teil haben sie dem gesendet danach. Direkt nachdem ich ihn abgeknallt. Erstmal unklar, wer ihn getötet hat, dann ist die, Black, also David, extra irgendwie zu einem Admin gegangen. Oder ich weiß nicht, woher er es hatte, aber er wusste es dann irgendwann. Hat dann gesagt, ah ja, hier Nils hat abgeknallt. Dann haben die irgendwelche Scherze noch drüber gerissen, dass ich der und der aus Skyrim wäre, irgendwie dann nicht so. Dann haben wir ein bisschen drüber gelacht und dann dachte ich mir aber auch noch so, jo, alles klar. Erster Tag bei The Ball und schon direkt einen Kill-Counter gefunden, Kill gemacht. Läuft ja schon mal, naja. Not that. Also nicht so, wie ich es mir expected hätte, aber auch nicht so, wie ich es mir nicht expected. War so, vielleicht war es ein bisschen unnötig. Ich meine, er kam mir echt vor wie so einer, der aus der DDR flüchten wollte. Er stand an der Wand und er hat schon die Hände gerade gehoben. Er war so mitten in der Animation. Egal. Okay, irgendwie finde ich gerade keine Äpfel mehr. Schade.
It's been many years since I've actually eaten coffee. I've been very attention, so it didn't really work that well. Look what's happened. Now,
Du hast gesagt, da war eine Ork im Zelt, habe ich es mit einem Mal mitbekommen.
Na, okay.
Weil ich habe einen Suppressor dafür.
Ey, du musst den Suppressor mal untersuchen, weißt du, was da drauf? An dem einen Ende steht drauf, this needs to, point that in the way of the enemy, oder point it to the enemy, oder so steht da.
Ja, da steht irgendwas, ich kann das aber nicht lesen, ehrlich gesagt.
Ja, das musste einer extra, aber ich habe das auch nie gesehen, aber das hat einer im DayZRP, also in dieser Informationsseite für DayZ, alles mögliche Patches und so ein Scheiß, hat er das gehighlightet. Da dachte ich mir auch nur so, lol. Okay, das ist wohl für die richtigen Hardcore-Noobs bei Melee. Bitte das zum Enemy, zum Gegner zeigen, nicht zu dir selbst.
Ja,
Ja,
NATO-Soldaten halt, ne?
Oh ja. UN, Alter. UN. Auch schade, dass die nicht lang gemacht haben. Ich weiß, es gab mal hier so eine polnische UN-Gruppe, die Informationen, so Care-Packages hinterlassen haben
Ich habe 2 Stück davon gefunden, ja.
Ich auch, öfters mal. Fand ich schade.
Gorka und Polana war das, glaube ich, weiß ich gar nicht mehr.
Bei mir war es in Lopatino und in Starry. Ah ja. Schade eigentlich. Obwohl es immer noch Leute rumlaufen von der UN.
Oh, kein Mac in der Org, sonst hätte ich die jetzt mal ausgetauscht gegen mein SKS.
Ja, ich meine, wenn du was da haben willst, brauchst du echt nur fragen, weil bei der Colony ist es echt so gewesen, immer, also, ich weiß nicht, wie es jetzt ist, Percy hat sich geändert gefühlt, ich habe ihn ja vorher schon mal gesehen und ich habe jetzt ein bisschen mehr über seinen Background so ein bisschen gehört anscheinend, obwohl ich das auch alles nicht so richtig Sinn macht. Das Puzzle ist noch unklar. Und das war immer bei der Colony so, nimm was du brauchst, aber bitte lass auch was für andere da, weißt du, so. Halt. Nehmen und geben. Das Dumme war halt immer nur, Leute haben dann immer das gute Zeug genommen, haben dann irgendeinen Scheiß wie Bücher oder so zu geben. Ich meine, klar, für RP nicht schlecht, aber damit kannst du keine Leute füttern, sozusagen.
Ah, Bücher sind geil.
Das stimmt, der eine Typ...
Außer du hast die Bibel, weil, hier ist eine Bibel, oh wow, oh sorry, ich musste jetzt AP machen, weil ich hier eine Bibel gefunden habe. Weil ein Priester hat uns vergewaltigt, wir mögen keine Religion, oh Gott, oh shit, das kann jetzt böse enden.
Ich sag nur eines. Be God with you, young.
A Bible in English, right? Bible?
Ja, Bible. Ja, Bible. Book of God, the Bible.
Oh god, I'm scared. As a player, not in game. In game I'm pissed. In game I'm pissed right now. Wow.
Gebe dich deinem Hass hin.
Where is this young kid?
Hey, guys, I have... no, but I have found a fucking Bible in a tent. Someone of you are believe in God.
Yeah, I popped that in there. I don't believe in God.
You must burn this fucking book.
Well, actually, you know, it's funny you should say that. That's what I'd probably use it for. You know, use the paper for.
Maybe...
there's a few blanks.
Maybe I don't told it to you, but a fucking priest raped us in the fucking orphanage, and now I find the Bible here. This is not good. This is not good.
I don't think it's his
This is not the reason. This is not the reason. They try to teach us some fucking religious stuff there, and we hate it. We all hate this. You must burn this book.
No, but that I can completely understand that. Yes, you get rid of it if you like. You know, I mean, I just thought, pick it up from paper or whatnot, or somebody very religious might want to read it. You know, I mean, each to their own. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's good that you are not wearing a black coat, 'cause then you will look like a priest.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yes. No. I'm not a priest. No.
Then I'll be... Then for
So,
sure I won't be sleeping
everyone-
and holding with you.
Everyone is fine with this. This I burn this fucking book in the fire, right?
I mean,
Yes, it doesn't matter to me. But you know, just take some of the
Yeah.
paper out. Take some of the paper
yeah,
out.
just...
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I do it.
Excellent, thank you. Yes, do what you like with the book. You know, whatever floats your boat. It wins in your sail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make paper planes, paper boats, anything. Excited when we found the baby. She was even more excited than Alex when we found this guy named Morgan.
Superb. Well done. Well picked. Well picked. I'm gonna get some more food.
I might get something which may impress your smell. I'm not gonna use it, but let's have a look. Maybe you'll have a use of it. Big gun. If you want it for your friends, you'll have a use of it. The one which looks like a vacuum pad or you know, like so. Yes. You know, I've been sort of people. But if any of your friends uses a gun like this, would like to contribute to your idea and your crew.
Oh dear. But I think you object to you know, religion in general due to the. Yes. No. I you know, I don't want to interfere. I presume it was all sounds very awful. You know, where you hear about these things. You know, we used to hear about them on the news. You know, or you read in the paper about these awful goings on. You know, in the monasteries and so forth with priests. Yeah, I mean, you're going to take them, some of them with a pinch of salt, you know, but then of course there was people actually, you know, who were convicted. And then of course you always heard these rumours about, you know, the Vatican itself. You know, I don't know whether any of it's true, you know, it's just all, I mean, it was just you hear these things, don't you? But anyway, I'm waffling a little bit now. I suppose it was very traumatic for you. But, you can't really blame the book. I mean,
Oh,
you know, it's just,
sorry if
it's
I
just a book. You know, it's just
stepped on
a
you.
lot of stories.
Oh,
really.
you're like a
You know,
dog.
you really shouldn't get too focused
Yeah,
on
he is
on, on you know.
I don't want to know how
on the
another
Bible
book to
itself.
make these things.
I've read parts of it without being a religious person.
No,
You know, I just
we
have a flick through it and have a read, you know. Quite a good
we
read.
not only hate the Bible, we hate every fucking religious in this fucking world. They're all the same fucking shit.
Need to learn how to make it from like
all right.
military or something.
Mikhail, get off the... Mikhail, get off.
I'll lead him.
I picked up some tomatoes. Do you think we can
Yes,
bake
try and
tomatoes?
roast some. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Pop them on your stick. Try and pop an apple on as well. Make a kebab. I haven't had a kebab forever.
I think I'm gonna head off now, guys. I need to go find a pond. I'm getting really hot. Need to take a swim.
Why don't you?
Good luck
Why
with
don't
your
you
collar.
take your trousers and why don't you take all of your clothes off and we can douse you down with fresh water from the well, you know? A few of us fellows here, all get around you and douse you down with
Me?
water. Just your sort of undies.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable doing that, you know.
Right, of course, yes. Well, no, if you're a bit modest, then that's fine. Now you go and wallow around in the mud, I suppose.
Yeah, watch out for the fishing police when
guys
you'll
later.
be swimming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, be careful.
I'll
Don't
see you
get
guys.
bitten by a large pike. See you soon. Pip.
Na śniadaniu.
There are actually some large pike.
I think, yeah, they're ready. But once again, we don't have a fucking fire.
You want some tomatoes? Here's some fresh tomatoes. If you want something to eat, chaps.
We should make some ketchup, mate. What do you think about making ketchup and trying to sell it?
Ketchup? What is ketchup?
It's what you do when you've fallen behind, isn't it?
I think I will put some of them in the camp, you know, just for storage and stuff before they get rotten on the ground, you know. Some worms digging it. Who knows?
Okay.
Some need water.
Das war die Hälfte essen.
This weather is so fucking sweet. I mean, it's almost in between autumn and winter, and look, we have a clear sky, no rain during the night.
It's a bit muggy though, isn't it? A bit close.
I've ate like 5 fruits with tomatoes and
Oh Gott, ich bin gerade wirklich im Überlegen, ob ich euch alle drei hochnehmen soll jetzt, weil der Buschmann weg ist. 3 versus 1, keiner von euch hat eine Waffe in der Hand. Heilige Scheiße, oh Gott!
No, they're very light. Very light. Yeah.
Überleg, was du machst, ich mein, whatever.
Yes, you
Lass dich das.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough campfire RP for today. But I don't want to die. I have an AK with a mech. I don't want to die.
Ja, wer weiß, ich hab den Buschmann halt getraut. Ich glaube, der ist immer noch hier. Ich meine, der Typ ist ein Geist. Ja, ich bin immer noch verdammt gebufft darüber, dass der so unsichtbar war. Ich sag, ich hab sogar ein bisschen Angst.
Ja, really, this is wow, ey. 3 Meter
Mann,
von
ich
mir
bin
entfernt,
über
ich hab
ihn
den nicht
drüber
gesehen.
gelaufen.
Heilige
Er
Scheiße.
lag ja da vorne in dem Gang, ich bin über ihn drüber gelaufen. Ich dachte mir so, hä, what the fuck? Hey, Percy, I think I will...
Grow some zucchinis over here.
Excellent, yes, good thinking. Good thinking. My back's a bit tired, you know. You want to borrow the spade?
Excuse me, but you know, I need a little bit time because I must piss. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah, okay, I think I will take your spade just to drop the ice pick back, you know.
And there should be plenty of so plenty of food.
Okay, I am AFK.
If you only manage to find some battery or maybe power generator and then one of these old, you know, VHS devices when you put the
You might find a DVD player, you know, the same thing. We can fire it up with the generator, maybe find a, you know, I mean, I know it's going to be a Cherner Russian version of First Blood or whatever, you know, but we can watch it.
Yeah, but look at the other DVD player will fit it.
Yes, of course it will. You can get one of those plugs that scales down, you know. I don't know enough about it. Yeah, scale it down, you see. Yeah, you just need to make a transfer. It shouldn't be too difficult. Somebody with a little bit
What about
television knowledge. I mean, with most sort of satellite and that, you should be able to do that. I'm sure pirates could do something like that, quite easy. You know, scale it down. But I bet he could watch. I bet he could watch John Rambowski. You know, the sort of Cherner Russian.
What John Rambowski? What? Another stone here? Or what was this? Fucking hell.
First Blood skit. The John Rambowski.
Oh yeah, this part when he was dabbling Kalashnikov with drum magazine. And he shot the helicopter right here. He made a salsa jumping out of the
Yeah.
That's right. Very outlandish movie. Very outlandish.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
What about this radio? If it's working, maybe we can find some
Okay, du warst gerade am Sliden mit der Schaufel in der Hand, aber jetzt geht's wieder.
find some kind of cable and put the antenna on the top of
Blöd, scheiße.
there is something on the top of
Du hast du nicht gerade in-game OC geredet?
Hat keiner gehört. Psst, ruhig. Hat keiner
Hat auch
gehört.
keiner gehört. No, everything's fine.
Climb up and have a look.
Good. And there is
Go and climb up. See if you can have a look. Go,
Ja, manchmal ist es ein bisschen confusing.
Kenn ich.
I think I will need some help.
Verdammt, ich guck immer ins Feuer rein, ey. Das darf ich nicht.
I can try to swim there, but
No,
do you
this
think
bit straight in front of us here. This is only my head height.
Oh, vor allem Oberkörper hier am Arbeiten.
Travel up to the next bit. Why can't you do that? Just climb up there, you know. I mean, I'm getting on a bit, but you know. Come on.
I think you are too old.
Yeah, I am. I'm too old. I can't pull myself up. But Mikhail here, you know, he should easily be able to do it.
The edge is too slippery. I mean, look,
Oh, yeah, sure.
A bit unstable.
every time I try to pull myself up, my hands are slipping from the edge.
Oh, hang on a minute, Mikhail. That's not going to take your weight, is it? It's only that perspex stuff that it's going to take.
Well, we can always wait for Alexei. You know, he have a young body and almost a female body like this Greek guy. Think you'll manage to go up there.
Yes, he'd survive up there. Can you not get up there?
No,
Can you not get up?
no, the injury still, you know, my chest, you know, you remember?
Yes, of course. Yes, yes.
Still need to take some pills, you know.
We
Yes,
can try
yeah.
to climb up here, but
Wow, this was so easy situation. You're three on the wall and I'm behind you. Holy shit.
I mean, it's only,
Yeah.
it's only, well, no offense,
looks a bit
some
sleepy,
German
eh?
Russians have popped that on. It's not very well attached at all. It's going to fall off.
Well, what do you try
we
to
can
say,
always
people?
try to call
Good
the...
general
nothing,
quality.
Well,
We can always try to call SDCU and they will make a hole in a roof.
Look how solid.
oh, yes, no. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
shit.
no,
Damn.
see, well, look.
Yes, you
See? Look, there. It's all rusty.
Oh god, I can't try it because Bushman is in
Probably this...
how's this called? This special group, dynamic group. Fucking hell.
Well,
Uh.
quite possibly, yes, but yes, I
Yeah,
would
yes,
expect
yes,
shoddy
it will
workmanship
be-
from the Russians.
Yeah. You know, Russian workers, they're cheaper than...
Oh, he's not on the server, but I don't know it in character.
The offer from Russia came here with this shitty price.
You
That's
know,
why...
Yeah,
You know what you need?
maybe.
Mikhail, you know what you need? You know what you need to fix that? You know what? You need a good Polish fella.
Oh, this is so a good initiation. You know what you need? And then I said, yeah, you need to put your fucking hands in the air. Oh, good.
You want to stay on afterwards and fix everything else.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can
you
remember
even
the
fucking-
Turkey,
He will even fucking paint the whole wall, probably.
Yes, he'd paint all around it. He would do all the...
Why you wanna go up to the roof, huh?
I don't
Oh,
know.
to get to that receiver up there.
Look.
See if we can...
Yeah, there is one, and there is another antenna over there, and I think we can try to connect it with a radio in this room.
I remember it.
Oh, yeah, but why you don't go to this big radio tower here by fucking Green Mountain?
Green
No,
Mountain.
no. Look,
Oh,
look.
no.
We have a radio here in this room, and if we'll connect this radio with the antenna on the rooftop, then we can receive transmission
way.
from the whole Zagoria.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Well, I remember back in the days when...
And you sure this works?
Before the
I don't have any batteries, so I don't know.
Watch TV.
I didn't
Yeah,
try.
the barracks, you know?
So maybe before we climbed up the roof, we must test if this already works here, huh? So we must search for some batteries.
Kentucky run over the place in the Civil
Oh,
War,
yeah.
and that's why maybe
Quite a good idea. I didn't think about it. I will
the
just
piece of wall is so
climb
thick
on
that
over there
Kentucky repaired it, who knows?
and
They're Russian.
connect the radio, and then I will probably check if the radio
Is
is
it all in a
working.
good state of repair?
Yeah, I'm not a specialist in this stuff, no.
Was really,
We need
really
someone
good.
who knows how to,
Not all
you
that,
know, operate this
know,
radio or even repair.
broken down.
Let me take a look. In this orphanage we have now television, But we have a radio, and let me see. I think it can work. It looks nice. Everything is fine, I think. We only need some batteries.
Or even a track battery, then we'll won't need to change it every day.
remember
If we have a, you know,
Oh.
big track battery.
What I noticed most about
Yeah,
them
maybe this
is how
works.
comfortable the bunk beds are.
Yeah, they are.
Very
They are.
comfortable.
And every barrack in general, they are very comfortable. It was,
I get the best night's sleep when that's what I always say to the chaps. I always say, at Hickory Hill, those comfy bunk beds, and I've slept in all over the place, and it's never as comfortable.
But I remember last time we've been here, I was a little bit drunk and I started to throw flares with Harry and some of the bunk beds were in fire, so, but
that's
you
why
fix
they are a bit
they're,
burned.
you know,
Well, yes, okay. Well, some of them got a few little, very small burn marks on them, and then the yellow brown stain,
Kacke, ich bin hot.
and then the spring.
Wow, Angeber. Nur Maria ist hot und feucht. Yeah, hot and wet, I mean.
Ich bin froh, dass er nicht hier ist. Ich hätte jetzt Schiss gerade, glaube ich dann.
Hey,
Ja, aber es ist ja zu einem Viertel.
The one bunk with all the blood all over it. Which
sorry that I interrupt, but I see some lights in the woods.
well, if it's a light, that's good news because it's not a bear.
I think it's moon.
Not the moon, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's moon.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's the moon.
It's old Mr. Moon.
Yeah, sure, it's the moon, I think, sorry.
It's okay. Not to worry.
Hey, by the way, Neil, do you have any friends who know how to do a tattoo? I have a pretty shitty scare, which I would, try to cover with a nice tattoo. Do you know anyone who know how to make tattoos?
Maybe someone in the border does can, maybe ask some of the guys.
Warum bin ich hot?
Yeah, you can.
Ich war doch gar nicht am Feuer, fucking hell.
You can ask them, I'll be glad. Just, new tattoo for a new star, huh? To cover old scars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to start new, Alright. But I think you're on the same frequency you were before, you all were
Oh, yeah.
using it. It was like what was it? 5.5 or something?
Yeah, we still have the old frequency. That's why I just guessed about transmission and I came back to the notes.
Wow.
not really.
Wow. Einfach nur.
Yes. I mean, sometimes it's even working in totally different way. I mean, it's sometimes like act like these teenagers, you know, shouting and getting into conflict.
No, no, no.
Ich dachte gerade, er würde hier liegen, dabei war es nur ein Stein, der im Boden war.
Aber ich hab Ammunition für die Flare Gun. Ich habe aber keine Flare Gun. Ich würde gerne mal in die Luft schießen und einmal außen rumlaufen.
The Kamenka
Ja.
incident, as we refer to it. And then
Schon
the
wieder
Demeanor
Schrift, ja.
incident.
Jetzt bin ich am das ist so geil.
I think
Ich,
I missed there.
normal, man ist ja nicht überhitzt, oder einem ist ja nicht heiß, wenn man 37, irgendwas hat. Man hat über 37,2, 1 Grad drüber und ihm ist heiß und ich denke, er ist halb am Verrecken.
Ja, ich bin gerade auch hot. Ich war, keine Ahnung, seit einer halben Stunde nicht mehr am Feuer oder so.
You sure?
Und ich renn auch nicht, keine Ahnung.
Or should I ask Phil or Alexi or is
Yes, well,
Keine Ahnung, ich bin nur in-game eine Minute AFK. Das ist
Jo.
remember with the
Boah, ist irgendwie so Ironie, mein Typ ist jetzt gleich Egg und Baked Beans, während ich mir gerade Bohnen reinziehe nebenbei noch.
that fellow in Kamenka, the fellow was shouting and saying about how many men he had. And then he was shooting.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah, so apart from him and then the Delina incident, you know, I don't, you know, the confrontational, you know, that was...
Alles sind OMC oder Open Comms, ich weiß nicht, ob die online sind.
Get vacated away.
You lost your
Heat of the
balance
moment.
between the yin and yang.
Ist ja das Schlimme, ich kenne halt mal alle von den Seaboard, weißt du, weil ich halt alle getroffen habe.
Boah, ich hatte gerade Healing. Ich wüsste nicht, dass ich mich irgendwo mal verletzt hätte oder so, seitdem der Charakter wieder
Das
lebt.
habe ich auch schon so lange hier stehen. Ich bin schon lange wieder gesund, aber I don't know why. So,
Ist halt Days Alpha.
ja, gell.
Yes. But, you know, that I put all that behind me now. Yeah, I've matured. And yes, even at my age, you
Hey, you
Muss man die mehrmals bessern oder nur
guy,
einmal?
you guy from the Seaboard. Let's talk a little bit.
Okay, let's forget about it. I mean, what can be
I'm not
done
going to
is
put
done.
anything else.
Just around with the young guy here, okay?
We should move forward and forget about old times, but not about good times.
I met many of you guys last week, and I'm sure you can give me and my group some important informations about other groups, maybe, you know.
Depends on which group. I mean, you mean
Du bist verdammt leise in-game.
sport?
I need information of every fucking group. I must be sure that I can protect my brothers and sisters, you know, so I need every fucking information.
Well, there is a group that we think is very dangerous to people and country. It's called I don't know what they actually call it. Something in Irish. They are Irish people, you know. So
Irish,
they
what the fuck, where is this Irish country? I don't know this.
I think it's called Ireland. It's somewhere in Europe, near the England.
Oh, Europe. Yeah, okay, I know where Europe is. You know, we have a German girl in our group, so yeah, okay. It's close to Germany, I think.
Stuff. I think I don't really know, but I think yeah. But one guy told me they don't say I, they say more like oi or something. They don't know. They are quite I don't suspicious. Yeah, yeah. They try to fair trade with you, you know, and then they try to push you to a trade, like they say, oh, you want this nice jacket? okay, oh, you want to try it, and then you put it on, and then they say, oh, now you have to buy it, and I want your AK there for that. And if you don't give them your AK, they surrounding you with many people and putting their guns on your head and telling you to drop your gun and all that shit. So they
Interesting.
dangerous. Then I heard about a French group. They seem okay to normal civilians, but they have seems like trouble with us. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not that high-ranked member of the group, so I have just a limited um, part of information. So, yeah, then there is an cannibal group around. Don't know their name really, or their group name. Just they are cannibals. So if you hear, we have a doctor in the Boro, a guy who claims he's a doctor. He says if you hear somebody like laughing weirdly, sometimes in the middle of a conversation or crying, then that could be a brain disease or something. He told me, and that should be a sign for cannibalism or something. I'm not
Oh,
really sure.
interesting. Okay, okay.
And then here there is the brotherhood of pestilence. I mean, we are in peace with them right now. Um, but I heard from the Bush guy. You remember the guy with the all that grass on him?
I know.
That there was a woman around with them called Luann Galloway or something. She ate one of their members and
Wow.
should be cannibal.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. They, she sent them a radio message and yeah, very, very, very suspicious. You know, this time's making people crazy.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, and then there are nice groups like us, the Bor Movement, or the Colony, the very nice guys. Or who else? I think there is a group that shares knowledge, like they call, I think, alchemy or something.
Oh, Eltonly, here I met a guy, 17 years old. His name was Peter, and yeah, he told me some stories of the LC1. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, and then there is a farmer up in the north, somewhere between what was the town called again? I think Novia Petrovka and Radnoy. Between there is like a big barn complex. With an
Oh,
house,
here.
there is a
Yeah,
piano.
I know. We have a deal with these guys. He give us food, and yeah, you know, we are nice to them.
Yeah, I think that guy is called Red or
Oh yeah, the red guy. Let me think. I'm sure it was Red Andrews. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, you know this guy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I know for now. I mean, yeah, that's all I know. That's all I have in my little book here.
Yeah. Thank you for this information. This is pretty nice.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, right, always, you know. Oh, we generations need to stick together, yeah, and help each other.
Yeah, but you know, all these workers in the orphanage, they are also Russian guys. But they are assholes, fucking assholes. And if we catch them, we have many fun with them. Many fun.
Yeah, sure. I mean, seems right for me, you know. Like, they did bad things to you, so I think it's just right to hurt them, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are they done, Percy, the zucchini?
Yes, I've collected them. Yes.
Oh,
Some
good,
on
good.
the floor.
Hey, and you two guys with this I think it's pink. This pink armband. You stick together. You are I don't know in the same group or so.
Yeah, we have a supporting a breast cancer, you know. But we also used to be florists.
Oh, okay. Can I talk with one of you guys?
You talk with both of us if you like. We don't tell each other everything anyway. And I'd probably forget most of it, and then I'd have to ask him to remind me about them anyway.
Yeah, okay. Let's move a little bit that we can talk without any interruption.
Yeah, but if it's something about, you know, buying a frying pan or something like this, then we are not interested.
You know, me and my sister, we try to protect the other children, and we really need informations about any group or stupid people in this area. And I don't know, what can you tell me about bad peoples or fucking asshole groups?
I only heard about this Irish guy, but like I said before, I wasn't around here since, I don't know, a few months. I was up north over there trying to track disinfectant. So you need to ask people who are here since last few weeks about all the rumors about people in all the groups.
Oh yeah, there's lots of awful rumours, but I mean, you like, I've been up north for quite a while now. It took me a couple of weeks to travel back down from my capital. I had some books, you see. And the last one, you know, was very funny, particularly the last couple of chapters, you know, when one of those books that has a sort of turnaround of events that you're not expecting, you know, at the end. But anyway, I digress, you know. No, when I come down here, sort of, I don't know, maybe it could have been sort of 9 or 10 days, something like that. I think it's 10 days. It could be 9. Is it 9? It's either 9 or 10 days. Let me count. Just hang on a sec. It's 10 days, though. Yes. Anyway, that's not important, is it? No, it's not important at all. No, what's important? You talk about, like, sort of threats, you know, but sort of bad people, you said.
Yeah.
You said that there's some Irish people. No, there's an Irish fellow. He gave us that over there. The Irish fellows, they gave us those, but both of them.
Okay, here this SIBO guy was also talking about these stupid Irish assholes, so yeah. Maybe you have some other informations for me?
Well, like, as I say, you know, Irish fellows, and actually, only a couple of them were Irish. They were sort of a Irish group of some description, as far as I could tell. You know, we are the Irish. Although the fellow that I spoke to was clearly from London. He was a nice fellow, though. Yes, but definitely from London. From the south of England somewhere. I think London. I've been to London. I had to go on a number of occasions, yeah, for Rotary Club meetings and the like. But yes, very busy place.
Sorry that I interrupt, but you know, the education in this orphanage was pretty bad. It was only about religious shit. I don't know, London. This is a city or a country?
No, it's a city. It's the capital. It's the capital of England.
Oh, and England is where is this England?
My leg. Oh, it's pulling my leg, Mikhail. He said he didn't know what London was.
You didn't have any lessons in this orphanage.
I'm sorry about this, but you know, the only education in this orphanage was about religious shit. I know nothing about the whole world.
Well,
Right. Yes. Well,
we
everybody
can
says
always try.
London.
We can always try to contact with these people from Elsie a lot of teachers and professors. They are always organizing some kind of classes about many different things. So
Oh, so
I
okay.
don't know where they are hiding now, but
I hear this many times before, and I met this young guy. His name was Peter. He was from the Elsion, and okay, maybe this guy can be helpful for my group. Yeah, I think I must contact them. Yeah, thank you for this information. It's pretty nice.
I mean, I'm not saying that this kind of knowledge is really helpful at the moment, but still, it's always good to know some things about the world and about everything.
I think every knowledge can be useful sometimes.
Oh, of course, yes,
Oh
knowledge
yeah,
is power. Undoubtedly.
yeah, you can always play Scrabble and something like this.
No, well, I suppose you class it as that, but that's not a very good. That's not a very good analogy. I mean, you no, that's not very good, Mikhail. You need to come up with something better. Knowledge is power. It's not about Scrabble, is it? Scrabble's a game. I mean, you'd be confusing this fellow. He'll never have heard of Scrabble in the first place. I mean, he'll not have heard of Monopoly or Scrabble. He might have heard of, cards. Have you ever played cards, young man? Do you know what cards are? Like playing cards with numbers on, and you have 52 of them. You play various games with them on a little wooden table,
We don't have many games in this orphanage. We have only a radio, and most time we have free time. We play hide and seek or catch, and sometimes we play spy.
Well, you have to get some playing cards. Everybody should try bridge at some point. You played bridge, haven't you, Mikhail?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Only play poker for the money and for all this stuff.
Poker's a thug's game. A lovely game like bridge. You sit down with some other.
Oh, he's really an old man
and
playing
then
bridge.
preferably in the afternoon, you sit down somewhere and over a cup of tea and perhaps a scone or something similar. You can have a game of bridge.
you mean
civilized. It's very nice.
you mean sitting in a pub next to highway filled with the cigarette smoke, hookers, alcohol, and all this shit? Yeah, I remember I play a card poker like I said.
No, not like that. That sounds ghastly, to be honest. All the cigarette smoke, all making your tweed smell vile, and all the swearing and all the greasy food and so forth. No, I was talking about a nice game of bridge.
I don't think I ever played. I mean, I heard about it, but I never played before.
Well, I tell you what, one day we'll all sit down together, you and I think Phil would enjoy a game of bridge, because Phil's quite civilized, apart from the spitting and the swearing, and the filthy cowboy hat and the frankly filthy jeans, and most of the time filthy boots, but apart from that,
And the greasy haircut, yeah.
And the greasy hair, yes.
Okay, please, can we stop talking about some fucking games that I don't know? I mean, I was asking you about informations about other groups, so we were talking about these Irish guys and Alcyon. Maybe you have some other informations for me and my brothers and sisters.
Yes. No, we'll talk about bridge later. Mikhail, we'll stop talking about bridge for now. We'll talk about bridge later.
We lost the focus.
We'll sort out our pairs. Yes, we did. That's what happened. But we'll talk about the pairs later. We'll sort it out later. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, old man. Listen, we got other groups that are around. I think there's a group called the Rats. Yes, the Rats. They're very dangerous. You should look
The
out for those
rats?
fellows.
Okay.
Yes, the Rats. Rats. Yes. You remember the Rats, don't you, Mikhail? All those men with
yeah,
the
yeah.
hats on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this sounds like they're bad guys.
Yes, these are terrible, terrible people. You should, if you see any of those fellows, you should avoid them at all costs.
Oh,
The
okay.
Irish fellows, they seem okay. And there's the Boer fellows, those fellows, Nils' friends, they're nice enough fellows. And there's a few other sort of surviving groups wandering about the place, people with different backgrounds, all sorts of people. And you're definitely going to meet some very strange people on your travels. But no, I wouldn't really say there's any particularly dangerous group apart from the Rats. No, well, not in my experience anyway, but I try not to get involved in any of those sorts of...
Okay.
What about
Interesting.
What about this group of baggers? The baggers, which were always invading our home here.
What do you mean, the Reaper fellows? They've gone, haven't they? Hopefully. They've all gone.
No. Baggers, the guys who were always coming here and putting some weird clothes in our home when we were sleeping, leaving a 20 pairs of boots. What about this?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've thought about those. Yes. So you've got to look out for those people. Those are the worst. But I don't think they were official. They're very underground, weren't they? Very sort of, very secretive.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. There is also a group, they call themselves traders. I think I hate them most. They always give me a headache. They're quite dangerous, traders. You can write it down. If you hang out with them for more than 2 minutes, you'll get terrible headache.
Yes. No. And then there's another. What you want to watch out for? There's a fellow who eats everything he finds. Yes. I think he's some sort of arms dealer. You want to avoid him as well. He's an awful chap. Do you remember that fellow, Mikhail? The arms dealer fellow?
Yeah.
He would eat with his mouth open, wouldn't he? Do you remember him? Eating away with his mouth open. Watch out for him.
Yeah, he was awful.
As well. But I suppose, the best thing to do would be to avoid these people. I mean, you don't want to, really don't want to actively find any of these, sort of bad guys. You only end up getting yourself or the children hurt. Then that's the last thing anybody wants, isn't it? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
We've got. I always say to Mikhail, don't I? We've got to look after little ones. That's why we sort of put up with Harry and his very dangerous sort of acts. If God forbid he ever gets hold of an incendiary device again. I mean, remember the incident with the grenade? I mean, we were very lucky. It turned out to be one of those big flashy ones.
Yeah.
The one that blinded grenades. It wasn't an explodey. It was a flashy one, wasn't it? But I don't think Harry knew that. I think he was just playing, wasn't he? It could have been a proper explodey grenade, which would have obviously been a disaster. There would have been sort of bits of Harry all over the compound and probably other people as well.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there anything else do you want to know about the colony or?
I think you guys from the colony are nice people.
I just remembered about...
I mean, I don't must point at my gun at your head to get information, so I'm pretty sure you are nice guys. You have nothing to hide. and I'm sure you help other guys. So yeah, I think everything is fine. And,
Yeah, but I just
hmm?
remembered about one more group, there are
Oh,
this group of
okay.
Spetsnaz Delta super soldiers, I heard
Oh,
they
super
all
soldiers.
crashed in a, yeah, they all crashed in a helicopter, huh? They came here and they still traveling around this land, huh? You remember these guys,
They sound,
We sometimes meet,
they
yeah,
sound
yeah,
very
yeah,
dangerous men.
yeah, yeah. And don't get, they usually have a squeaky voice, but it's just a cover, it's just a cover.
Ah, okay.
Yes, they're most, it sounds like an awful threat. I mean, obviously, I mean, you're going to know this really. The infected creatures, they're the worst threat. As we talked about before. You're aware of the infection, of course. Now, you and the other children, and the children especially younger than you. You can't really sort of fight them off the same, as people like Macau, and you just, so you want to find yourself somewhere very safe, Have you thought about, I mean, where are the children now? Are they all somewhere safe? I mean, are they still back at the orphanage, or do you have other
Oh
people
no no no. We
caring for the
have
younger children?
we have captured a city. It's called Ratne. A little village. The other children are there at the
Right.
moment.
Oh, it's safe, is it? And so presumably there's no infected. I mean, don't see any of the infected around at the moment, but I thought, and I was hoping that they'd gone, but that nobody else seems to share my optimism for the ideas of them being no longer a problem here in South Sequoia, and us all being able to sort of carry on and establish a new civil. I mean, I was looking forward to making Southwest Segoria Rotary Club. I thought it'd give me something to do in the afternoons. Those slow afternoons when it's, that in the afternoons when it's not quite getting dark, but it's still light, and you get that sort of, I don't know, that slow afternoon period where it's very yellow. You'd probably watch Countdown or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm talking about things you would have no idea about. I mean, you've probably never seen
Yeah.
Countdown, have you? Never seen? Have you ever seen Countdown? You've probably seen. Have you seen Countdown?
Not not really.
No. Oh yes. Well, of course. No. Well, you haven't probably seen much television at all. I mean, Countdown's very popular in the United Kingdom. Carol Vorderman and Richard Whiteley and the letters game, and then of course the numbers game, and then at the end they have the Countdown conundrum. Tick, 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 tick. The old music and the boards and so forth. I mean, it's very entertaining. It's quite a simple premise, but it's surprising, isn't it, how interesting, to watch what could be. Well, saying that, Deal or No Deal is very, very interesting to watch, and a very simple complex. But after a while, it soon gets very boring. It's sort of like saying, is it going to be heads, is it going to be tails? And it's the same thing, being repeated over and over. So, and I don't really like Noel Edmonds. I've never really been a fan of him, even when he was in Noel's house party. Well, I suppose that was spoilt by bloody Mr. Blobby, that awful Blobby thing bouncing about. But no, where was I? Were you asking me something? Sometimes I lose focus. I mean, I tell other people not to lose focus, and then I lose focus myself. I mean, I don't mean to. I used to be very,
Yeah.
when I was younger,
I
used to be very
see.
focused. But not so much now. Sometimes I lose my focus. Edna used to say to me,
It's okay. I think everyone can lose the focus sometimes.
yes, well, unfortunately, I find I lose it more than I used to. And especially with the sort of the beatings and the shootings and the various sort of problems that we've had to endure over the last few months. as I say, I mean, I'm getting on a bit now. The old knees don't quite work as well as they used to, so I've got to, I just got to slow down a little bit, you know. Just got to slow down and try my back here.
Persian, we forget about one more thing. What about ninjas? Do you remember ninjas on a tree? I think.
Ninjas? What is this?
Do you remember this ninja? Yeah, next to the Zap Castle.
Oh, you mean the tracker man?
Yeah.
The one who could come out of the shadows at any time.
No, this ninja on a pine tree. This infected ninja. I think they are quite dangerous.
Infected ninja? What the hell is this?
No. Well, we don't know exactly whether it was a ninja or we don't know what it was, but it was an infected creature who had climbed up to a very, very high branch in one of the evergreen trees here, you see.
Yeah.
Or you know, yes. Or no, not here. It was where was it now? It was a number of miles from here, wasn't it? It was Zab Castle, wasn't it? It was at Zab. Have you ever been to Zab Castle?
My group was in the castle for a few days. I'm not sure which one it was. But we don't see some infected there or a ninja. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Well, we
they
don't know
can
if it was
see,
a ninja, but he
they
looked like a
can see,
ninja.
you know, weeks, months. They can see all time in the top of a tree, and when you lose your focus, then it will jump on your back and try to bite you.
Oh, okay, good to know, good to know.
Yeah. I wouldn't believe it if I wouldn't saw it on my own eyes, but it's true. We really saw this infected ninja on a tree.
So,
I can testify to that was very true.
I think it's safer not to walk in the woods,
Well, there are bears, aren't there, as well? The woods. Look out. There are bears in the woods, aren't there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Well, I've never seen one, but I've been told there are bears in the woods. So obviously we've got to be careful.
Oh, we can always try to find one, you know, put some food on the ground, hide in the bushes, and maybe one will come to try to eat the food or something like this.
No, don't.
But
No, we don't want to
I don't
attract
know if
bears.
it
That's
was-
a terrible idea. Don't attract them.
How we can find them? But if we'll find some kind of landmine, and we'll put the landmine on the ground and put some food on the landmine, then you know, we'll catch the bear. What do you think about it?
I think mine is an explosive thing. I'm not sure if you can catch some interesting stuff. I think it's more like a great area of blood after the landmine explode. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't have a clue where to start with hunting a bear, you know, but I would imagine, you know, well, I would suggest that not enticing one into the camp area would be the best way forward, you know. I'm not keen on the idea of a, you know, a raging bear running about the place. I mean, look what it would do to the tent. If he got inside that tent over there, rip all the lining off and eat all the zucchinis and you know, step on all the clothes and it just make a terrible mess. And then, you know, what if we got mauled by it, you know? I mean, they're not friendly creatures, are they? They're very big, angry creatures. I mean, they don't necessarily eat people, but they might bash you.
excuse me, but I get a radio message. I'll be right back.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Take your time. You get ready. We should go check on the clocks and work.
Oh god, I must really go to the bathroom. Hold